Good morning and happy Tuesday. How are you? Anxiety free, I hope. Having a wonderful day. Like, I really hope you are. Oh, gosh. Oh. The lawn guy cleaned off our sidewalk, and it really needed it. This is one of those days where you don't feel like you closed the front door. I know I did, but I forgot to look when I backed out because I was looking at that sidewalk. Oh, and I'm running late. Not running late, but I want enough time to go to Subway. I did. I closed the door. Not one time that I've gone back and checked has the door been wide open. Oh well, it's fine. It'll be just fine. So anyway, how are you? How was your New Year? Eve? I'm distracted today. I don't know why. So today's the 2nd. Yesterday was amazing. I did, let's see, what did I do? Oh, that's right, nothing. I just not nothing. I took down the Christmas tree and the Christmas decorations and all that stuff and cleaned the floor, because obviously when you take the tree out of the house, you have a mess to clean up, whether you want it or not. So I did that. But mostly I just laid in bed and cuddled with my animals and my boyfriend all day. It's so cold out. My car says right now it's 41 degrees. Which I know where you are, it's probably colder. I know. Everyone always says that. It's 43 now. You're not allowed to be cold. Because I'm in Florida, so most people from Florida are from somewhere else, but I've been here my whole life. So if you say you're cold, people are like, oh, you don't know how cold it is in Utah right now. Oh, let me look up the weather right now. I'll tell you what cold is. Okay, it's colder there, but I'm cold. Am I allowed to be cold in Florida? Jeez, people are so funny. And it's everybody that's from somewhere else. My boyfriend's from Michigan, so I get that all the time. But he'll put a hoodie on if it's 70 degrees. So I'm sure it's colder where you are, unless you're in Florida. My boyfriend says my heat doesn't work. I haven't tried it since last year. It's a little tiny warmth. He said you need a new heater coil, and that's going to be a pain in the butt to put in. You know, honestly, I'm not too worried about it because how long does it stay cold here? As long as the air works. Because those summer months are brutal. I don't care about the cold. I'm fine right now. So, I don't know. I learned a lesson last night that, okay, so the medicine that I take, I'm prescribed 2 a day. I've talked about this before too, but, just in case you haven't heard it before. I'm prescribed 2 a day, and for a long time there, where the anxiety, I told you how it was gone for years, I would just take 1 in the morning. And that seemed to just calm me down. It's never completely gone. It was always there, but not bad. So, I would take, which let me just clarify, if you're just tuning in here, just tuning in to this important broadcast. We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast to bring you me talking about anxiety in a car. So, before it went away, I had panic attacks like a mofo, like I've never experienced in my life. Like, bad. And then I got it to go away by seeing a therapist for a while, and then it had come back in September, August. It was back to school week at work. I'll never forget. Brought it back. So, anyway, now it's January, and it's on its way down again, but, like, I was just going through it really bad. So that's kind of the quick timeline of it. So, what was I saying now? Oh, yeah. So I am prescribed 2 a day, but when it was down for a while, for those few years, well, a long time, lots of years, I would just take 1 in the morning, because it would kind of relax me, and just be, and then I wouldn't think about it the rest of the day. I was fine, as long as I took it in the morning. I had to take it at least once. And then when the anxiety was really bad just recently, I was taking the 2 a day, but it was doing, like, nothing for me, and I didn't feel like it was working. So apparently if I'm having bad anxiety, it just doesn't work. It's not that strong. Because I don't want anything strong. I don't like medicine that makes you feel tired. I don't like medicine that makes you feel high. None of that kind of stuff. Like, no way. So, I've been taking my 2 a day again. Ow, my back itches. Since it's been cold. Yeah, since it's been cold, I need more anxiety medicine. I have a piece of hair in my mouth. It was attached. Okay, so I've been taking the 2 a day, and then I gotta scratch my back. It itches. So last night I thought, like, because I was feeling all good at home. Like I said, I was having like the best day ever. Just cuddled up with my little family, and so I didn't take it last night. And then I went to go get in the shower because I didn't want to shower this morning, because it was going to be too cold. So I went and got in the shower, and I started having lots of anxiety in the shower. Like, I didn't want to be in there by myself. My heart rate was racing, the whole, you know, the drill. So I got out, and I took my medicine. I was fine. I was laughing with my boyfriend again. We were having fun. So that was my realization, that even though I feel okay right now, like, I definitely need my medicine, because I can't just skip it right now. It's not that much better, apparently. Apparently I still need it. Twice a day. But I don't like having to take medicine every day. And once a day is just better than having to, like, take it twice a day. But it is what it is. Whatever makes us better. As long as it's not, you know, people that eat Xanax like it's candy, and they're falling asleep in their food and drooling on the bus and just crazy stuff. Like, mine doesn't do that. Mine just keeps me from having panic attacks. You see me every day almost. Have I ever been nodding off? Or, well, you don't know. I have my glasses on. I could be totally sleeping. Just talking in my sleep. No, but, you know, I am perfectly fine on mine. I've been on probably not more recent anxiety medicines, but the older ones from when I was having it really bad, and I would just walk all day, because I wanted, you know, trying to burn off the adrenaline. I would walk. I wouldn't eat. I was totally anorexic, believe it or not, because I'm fat now, but I was then. And I think that's why I have a hard time dieting now, because it always brings that time back to my head. And even though I'm not feeling anxious or I'm not thinking about it, subconsciously I guess I am. So I'll start having panic attacks. And it won't even be like a diet. I'll just say, oh, I'm going to try and eat healthy, or I'm going to start walking at night. Anything like that, my brain's like, oh, you're having panic attacks. Oh, something is different. I don't know. My brain's silly. So, yeah. That's that. That's why I'm fat. But I lost 100 pounds during my last pregnancy. And a healthy weight for me is like around 160 because I'm really tall. I'm 5'8" and I'm big framed. Like, even when I lost all this weight, which I'm about to tell you the number I got down to, I wore a size 10 on my waist. So that's still, like, you can tell how big framed I am. I'm big boned. I'm not fat. No, but really, I have a big frame. I'm not saying I have big bones, and that's why I'm fat, but I am just big framed. So, at 5'8", I got down to 125 pounds. This is a disgusting weight. Disgusting. For my height and my size, every single bone I had was popping out. I remember one day being in the shower, and I looked down and my hip bones were sticking out so far. And mind you, this was all the anxiety. I couldn't eat, because if I ate, I felt funny. So I wouldn't eat, which of course made my brain way crazier, because now I have no nutrients. I would barely drink any water, like just enough to stay alive. I thought everything was poisoned or tainted and it was going to hurt me. The only thing I would eat was like cans of SpaghettiOs. Ugh, SpaghettiOs. But that's what I would eat. And I couldn't eat a whole can. I would eat like a quarter of a can and be stuffed. I couldn't eat any more. But I just ate enough to stay alive, basically. And I was pregnant. So the baby got whatever nutrients I did take in, went to the baby. And being pregnant definitely messes with your anxiety. Your hormones change, which causes the anxiety. So I knew I had to eat. I probably would have starved myself to death, to be honest with you, if I wasn't pregnant. But I knew I had to eat something for the baby. So I would. But, yeah, 125 pounds. And I was still wearing a size 10. I mean, that's just how big my bones are. My bone structure. Honestly. So girls are like, oh, I'm a 1 or I'm a 0. It's like I would have to practically disappear to wear a size like that. Because 10 is still considered like a, I don't know. It's not like a tiny size. Not like, oh, you wear 10. I think that's like 6 and under, isn't it? I don't know. So, because I know that 14, which is the size I look good in at 13, 14. When I was younger, I wore this. And when I lost all the weight, as the weight was coming back up, I wore this stuff. But a 13, 14 looks perfect on me. I like that size. That's where I want to be. Right now, I'm nowhere near that. But at the same time, when I'm fat, it gives me security. Like, I know I'm not starving. It feels like I'm doing good in life. If I go to a restaurant and I eat, I don't feel like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's going to make me fat. I feel like, oh, I overcame a fear and I'm eating out at a restaurant. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's my comfort. I like eating now, and I was scared to do it. So, it is what it is. I don't know. I don't exactly know how it all links together. I can only tell you, and maybe you can figure it out and tell me. I don't know. It's why we That's part of the reason why we have anxiety. We have all the puzzle pieces, but we don't know how to put them together. So sometimes talking to somebody else, they can start putting the pieces together for you, and you're like, oh, so obvious. Why didn't I think of that? Of course. It's because that baby bird flew out of the nest when I was too young, when I was 7. I don't know. Things you forget about. Alright, I'm going into Subway. I'm going to try and pause. I'll be right back. It worked. Usually when I put it in my purse, it gets bumped and turned back on. So when I was digging in my purse, I go in and grab it and look like a T-Rex coming at somebody. It's like, I wonder if this will be recording. Alright, I must put on my seatbelt. I must. Okay. So, I'm right around the corner now from work, and I have to get there quickly so I can eat my food. Don't even. So people... God, I wish I could show you this. There's nobody in the left lane. One car in the right lane. They're going straight. They're blocking up the whole thing for everybody else. I turn my blinker on just to make you feel guilty. You don't travel in the right lane unless you're turning at the next light. Move. That's my blinker saying. Move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. Alright, so if you watched any of my last videos, I've been nervous, feeling at work. I just don't care now. I don't care. I have worked something out. I have a backup plan that either way. Okay, so if I don't find someone to work the business for me, then my sister and I are going to do it for a while until I find somebody. The thing is, my sister and I don't like each other. But we're like willing to do this together because she needs the money and I need the help. So I'm not saying it's a perfect plan by any means. Also, I was thinking about dropping down to part-time at work. Like, not even part-time, still the same amount of hours, just do 3 shifts open to close. And still have my hours. And then the rest of the days I can schedule the houses my sister and I can go and do it. Or ideally, I find somebody that can do it and I don't have to worry about it. I can just go to work like normal. But that's why I don't really care. You know, I was all upset about the way people were talking to me at work and all that stuff, like, because I need my job. But it's nice to know that I do have a backup plan. I will never quit. Not until, years from now when my business takes off and it's paying my bills. Yeah, I don't need to work, but for now, I would never quit. I love my job. I love being there. But if I were to get fired, it makes me feel better that I do have a backup plan. So it's easier to go in there and be like, oh, you're saying I fucked up? Okay. Alright. Whatever. Instead of me taking it to heart, like, oh my god, they're saying I fucked up and now I'm going to get fired and I'm going to lose my job and nobody likes me and I don't care now. Don't like me? Tell me I fuck up every day, but unless you're going to fire me, I'm not worried about it. And even if you do fire me, I'm still not worried about it. And what I'm saying, I'm not saying that I don't want my job. I absolutely do. But I'm not going to sit up at night and cry and stress over it. So, it's just that simple. And I'm here now for the next 8 hours of my day. Hours today. Okay. So I'm here. I'm going to go in and eat while I still have time. Have a wonderful anxiety-free Tuesday, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.